What's going on there, friends? My name is M. and welcome back to another episode of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 3DS. We're off last time. We didn't really do much. We just went to Lake Hylia, fished, and now here we are in the Death Mountain crater, which is right behind Goron City. We were informed by some Goron who has the same name as us that the Gorons have been kidnapped in the Fire Temple, and that Darunia is actually in the Fire Temple to actually save the Gorons and fight off the ancient dragon that's actually been revived here in the Fire Temple. That's a little scary. So let's go ahead and check up on that. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do this just so I can avoid fall damage. Okay, that's nice. All right, we're going inside. Anybody remembers 5 years ago, I had I had two guest commentators, Chris Igor and Little Sap Plays. Unfortunately, they're not here tonight. Mostly because they're both really busy. I would like to have them again on here again, but unfortunately, just due to their situation now, it's just kind of hard to get them to get over here this time around. That's a little wrong. I'm going to go ahead and try that again. Alright, but anyway, welcome to the Fire Temple. This is, anybody who is following along with the playthrough is probably going to realize that this is actually, that I'm actually doing this dungeon third, instead of, the order that the game is supposed to, make us do the Fire Temple. That is to be its second. Out of all my playthroughs of Ocarina of Time, I've always done Fire Temple third. I just prefer it that way, and in Master Quest, I would very much prefer it that way, because I would have more hearts to work with here. Ooh, hello. Who's there? Is that you? Oh my God, it really is you. You've grown so big since I last saw you. Oh man. I always laugh at this for one particular reason. I will pin the link on the comments as to why. It's really funny, but it's hilarious. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now it's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. On top of that, he is going to feed my people to the evil dragon as a warning to other races who might resist him. Oh, okay. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. Oh, my goodness. That is something that we don't want to happen, so... I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. Prisoners cell are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you. Okay. Well, I wish you good luck. Now, something I don't understand is he goes inside the boss door, but he immediately locks the door afterwards. That's a huge trap for himself. I disagree with that decision. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, it's unfortunate that with Little Sap Plays and Chris Igor, their situation, it's kind of hard to get them here again. As much as I would love to have them back. So we're just here by ourselves this time. Plus, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be up to recording at midnight, because it is currently midnight at around the time that I'm recording this. So, anyway, so Fire Temple, it's a bit crazy this time around. Right off the bat, this dungeon. If you are doing this dungeon as your second dungeon, it wants you to use Din's Fire a lot of times. So we're gonna go ahead and use Din's Fire right there, so we can light up this torch, and then really quickly, you want to go ahead and line yourself up with this torch right here. That's not good. A different angle. Okay, that's lit up right there. Nope. Oh my God. Okay. Oh wow, that's so lenient. Holy moly. Okay. But, coming over here to this, we get our first key of the dungeon. So, the Fire Temple, it's large in a way where it has a lot of floors. This is actually, if you look at the map of the dungeon, there's actually 5 floors of this place. Quite a lot. But for the most part, it isn't really that long if you are just trying to go through the dungeon. So I believe where we have to go now is this way. Alright. Actually, there's not gonna be magics because I already... because you're gonna be using Din's Fire a lot, it's highly recommend that you have a green potion with you. Which, actually, in between recording, I actually got myself a green potion. Oh, hey! Skulltulas are back. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Man, this game really loves the Stalfos boss fight. If we're fighting Stalfos for 3 dungeons in a row. How insane is that? Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like we have another type of mini-boss here. Seen much earlier than, otherwise in the normal game, you would see these guys much later. But these are Iron Knuckles. And, these guys hurt a lot. I'm just gonna point that out right now. They hurt. In normal mode, they do like 3 hearts of damage. In this game, well, because everything is double damage, imagine that. Imagine getting hit by an Iron Knuckle in Master Quest. You'll be hurting. But either way, those guys are actually really easy to deal with, so nothing to worry about there. Alright, okay, so this is the, Flare Dancer, and, the Flare Dancer is an interesting boss. You actually notice I actually switched to the Master Sword, and that's because, for some odd reason, the Goron Sword actually does less damage than the Master Sword on this guy. So it is worth it to switch to the Master Sword just for this guy alone. But this guy's supposed to be the main mini-boss that you fight here in the Fire Temple, so here we go. And, you know, these are like 3 mini-bosses that we're fighting. This is like the 3rd mini-boss of the dungeon. This is like a mini-boss central in this temple. But there we go. That is the Flare Dancer right there. Not a very hard fight to deal with, even though I did take a few hits there. Alright, so now we are rewarded with this treasure chest. Let's see what's in this treasure chest. The Megaton Hammer! Already? Wow. I can't believe we get this item so much earlier, but right off the bat, it already has a use for it. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip it right now, and then also I'm going to go ahead and re-equip my Goron Sword. This switch looks rusted. So you have to use the Megaton Hammer in order to hit that switch right there. And then one of the main oh, hold on. Bye-bye! One of the main gimmicks behind this dungeon, well, one of the main objectives is to save these Gorons. You don't have to save them. Well, I mean, you do, but you don't actually, like, free them. You don't have to. You can just leave them behind if you really like. Well, we're gonna go ahead and talk to you. Oh, I see. Big Brother Darunia asked you to rescue me. I owe you big time. Please help Big Brother. I will be sure to help Big Brother. These guys still remember that we swore allegiance to be Darunia's sworn brother. Oh man. Alright, so now that we have the Megaton Hammer, we can actually go up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and head up there right now. This kind of makes no sense. The pillar just kind of just shrinks into the wall, I guess? It makes no sense. Well, let's go on head over here, and let's see what we got. Alright. Nice little fancy-dancy room here. Let's go this way first. Let's see what we got. We have a wall of fire over there. By the way, with the red tunic, you don't take lava damage as quickly as when if you were to do it normally. Oh god! All right, so you have to. Okay, nice. That's annoying. So I'm glad we made that. We got that pretty quickly. Yeah, there's magic drops everywhere. So that way you don't have to. Well, because the game knows we're gonna be using Vince Fire a lot. All right, what is in here? Oh, okay. Alright, so rather than using Dinspire a lot, I'm gonna go and save magic, because Dinspire uses up a lot of magic, so I'm just gonna go and use a fire arrow to light up this torch. And this is, I personally find doing the water temple first before fire temple to be easier for this reason. If you have fire arrows, then you can conserve magic here in this dungeon. All right, let's see. So these Gorons, if you actually talk to them, they will sometimes give you pretty useful advice as you're going through the dungeon. There are switches in this temple that you have to strike to activate, but you can also use the Goron special crop to do the job. So by special crop, they mean bombs, because you know their diet is their plants are bomb flowers in Goron City. So, you know, bombs, it makes sense, kind of. Yeah, so, let's see. I believe I light this torch up, and let's see what this gives me. Okay, so it gives me a hookshot switch over there. But then I also recall that there's actually something. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else now. Also, with the long shot, it makes with the item from the dungeon, the long shot, it makes some things easier. But again, you don't need the long shot in order to go through Fire Temple. Alright, let's see what's over here. Ooh, okay. Alright, so I believe what we have to do here is shoot that torch over there. Okay, and then shoot this torch over here. There we go. And then that opens up that door. So now we can head up there. Now. Oh, I was fall damage? Wow, I'm surprised about that. Okay. Alright, so I was saying something earlier, but now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, wow. Already? Well, that's a surprise. Okay. I will take it. So, with this, we get the boss key. That's right. So, well, I guess that means we can beat the dungeon, right? I mean, we got our item and we got our boss key, so it must mean that we're ready to beat the dungeon. But no, we actually, if you actually try, you actually can't really get to the boss door right now. Kind of an unfortunate situation that we're put in, but that is true, and believe me when I say that. Oh, I went the wrong way. Alright, so now that we got our one key, we're gonna go ahead and head over here to this door. But also, yeah, the reason I'm not actually beating the dungeon very easily is Because, well, as we know, this is a 100% playthrough. So we're gonna go get some gold Skulltulas. Alright, so you can... oh, well, that's unfortunate. Uh-oh. Okay, nice. Alright, so rather than going through here and then climbing this is why we have the long shot. Except I can't climb up for some reason. Okay. Alright, you know what? Fine, we're just gonna climb on this part. There we go. And then, Alright. Yeah, with the long shot, you can skip having to climb this, and climbing this is slow. Even though I failed that like twice, so it didn't even save time. Oh, nice. You actually have to time that. Otherwise, if you just go on while that thing is on the ring of fire, you're going to get burned. And it sucks. So by the way, if you really want to do dungeons out of order, you can actually do the fire temple as your first temple. Believe it or not, you don't actually need the bow in order to do. Well, actually, in this version of Master Quest, you do. But in the normal mode, you don't need the bow in order to do the fire temple first. It would be harder, but you don't need the bow. Very interesting dungeon design there. But you do need the bow for everything else in the dungeon. Oh, hey! Hi there. Bye-bye! Oh, wow, you hit me. Okay. Climbing, that's boring, so let's go ahead and head up here. Okay, this room. There used to be a boulder here. Now there's not. So that makes getting through this maze a little easier to go through. So what do we got here? A rusted switch, okay. So we're going to hit this, and that also defeats that Skulltula. Take that, idiot. Oh, hi. Yeah, so instead of a single boulder just trying to ruin your day in this maze is now infested with Lizalfos. So that's a very bad thing. Alright, so there's a locked door up there. There's also another locked door over there. Let's head over here. Okay, so you don't have to do this, but this will make things a lot easier. In case you have to quit out of this dungeon for whatever reason, this is an excellent shortcut. Because, well, actually, somewhere along the line, where is it? Is it behind here? Yes, okay. Go and hit the switch. And then this will open up that door right there, so that way you can take a shortcut back over here if you need to quit out this dungeon. So, we're gonna go ahead and climb on back up here. It's a pretty long climb. Alright, so we still need a key. And there's still a Zalfos falling down out of nowhere. Alright, where do I need to go? I believe we head on this way? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so we have to get over there somehow. Let's see. Over here. And I believe we need to do this. Yeah, you wouldn't think they could shoot arrows through the cage, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. That took me a while to figure out. Alright, uh-oh, get away from me. Alright, so we need to carry this box somewhere. Where is it? I believe it's this way. So that way we can get over to the door. Alright. Also, if you are really good at this game, you can actually go through this dungeon without using the Goron tunic at all. Really, really risky, but it's very possible. You just have to have a lot of hearts, and that's all. Because your current health count, it will determine how much of a time limit you have in the Fire Temple, which is pretty crazy. When you're on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? I did, except it's not really... Well, I mean, in some ways it is helpful, but with the Goron tunic, you don't really take much... You are resistant to fire damage. Any damage taken by any fire attacks, you'll take significantly less damage as long as you're wearing the Goron tunic.